at the National Cooperative Bank. Thank you for this opportunity today to testify on the CDFI fund, the success of CDFIs in delivering financial services to underserved, low-income, urban, rural, and Native communities. The CDFI Coalition is a national membership organization made up of more than 150 organizations, including loan funds, community development banks, community development corporations, venture funds, micro-lenders, Native American organizations, and credit unions. The fund, established in 1994, has emerged as a key policy apparatus for revitalizing disadvantaged communities, especially those hit very hard during the COVID pandemic. However, before the pandemic, low-income communities, rural, tribal, and communities of color faced significant obstacles in accessing financial services. Today, the fund has more than 1,300 certified CDFIs across the country, providing community development and lending services in all sizes and types of communities. These CDFIs leverage $12 in private capital for every dollar in federal support. In FY22, the CDFI Fund Financial Assistance Awards unleashed $39 billion in loans and investments to 125,000 businesses and millions of individuals. They financed 50,000 units of affordable housing and thousands of nonprofits and facilities. Native CDFIs have made $1.6 billion in loans and investments. In regards to PPP, or the Paycheck Protection Plan, Congress established a set aside, and according to SBA, through May of 2020, CFIs, or community financial institutions, including CDFIs, made 1.3 million PPP loans totaling $30 billion, or 21% of all the loans. The average loan size was $21,000 compared to $41,000 across all other lending classes. For example, 78% of all community financial institution PPP loans went to businesses requesting less than $250,000. Moreover, 15.7% of all of those community financial institutions were made to businesses in rural communities, closely keeping with the 16.6% of all the loans that went to rural businesses. So with the recent growth in the industry, it presents both opportunities and challenges. The federal government, and thank you, has made an unprecedented investment into CDFIs over the past several years with the hope of scaling the industry and expanding its impact. However, Congress and the CDFI Fund can do more to scale the CDFI movement while ensuring that certified CDFIs maintain their role as trusted, mission-driven lenders in underserved communities. The CDFI Coalition urges Congress to provide $1 billion in annual appropriations for CDFI assistance programs through the CDFI Fund. The CDFI Coalition urges Congress to invest more in CDFIs by increasing the annual authorization level to $1 billion for the CDFI Fund. We believe that this will result in the financing of an additional 100,000 affordable housing units, thousands of loans and investments in child care centers, health centers, and community facilities, nearly 2 million consumer and home ownership loans, and hundreds of thousands of loans of investments in businesses in targeted area. The CDFI Fund also strongly encourages Congress to build the administrative capacity of the fund. To sustain the recent momentum and growth in the industry, Congress should provide additional resources to the agency to administer a growing portfolio of financial assistance awards, bonds, and tax credits. We also support the Bond Guarantee Improvement Act. Thank you, Senator Smith, and thank you, Senator Rounds, that was introduced yesterday. The permanent extension and other improvements contained in that legislation have the potential to further prompt revitalization in distressed and rural communities. All said, thank you again for the opportunity to be here today to talk about the impact of community financial institutions, community development financial institutions, or CDFIs, and I welcome the opportunity to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now turn to Mr. Altman.